Kirara has a package for me, but she won't give it to me unless I make a video on her. So without further ado, welcome to Off Meta, the series where we build and test off meta characters and teams to see how good they really are. Today I'll be building, testing, and throwing Kirara into the Spiral Abyss to see if we can make her into a good sub-DPS. Before we get started, I'm happy to announce that you can now become a member of the TyPom channel and gain exclusive perks like loyalty badges, channel emojis, and more. Make sure you click the join button on my channel page and become a member today. As always, here are the timestamps for each section of the video in case you'd like to jump to a particular point. Now, without any further ado, let's begin by taking a look at the build we're going to be using on Kirara today. Alright everybody, let's go ahead and start by taking a look at Kirara's build here. So she is going to be running Wolf's Fang at level 90, has a nice amount of crit rate, and also has that elemental skill damage buff, which is going to be very, very nice, because that's kind of the damage we're going to be focusing on for Kirara today. She is also going to be running 4-piece Golden Troop, which will help increase her elemental skill damage by a decent amount. This is honestly kind of a strange build to run in Kirara, but again, the main purpose of Kirara here is to be used on field and to also provide us some shielding, so that's why I have done Golden Troop, and I've also focused on some HP substats as well. If you want to go ahead and pause and take a look at some of the artifacts right now, please feel free. She's going to be C0 for this showcase. As many of you, I've also got my first copy of Kirara from the new event, so that means I will not be having any constellations on her. This is going to be a pure C0 showcase. And finally, her talents are going to be 1, 8, and 5. I invested most of my books and everything else into the Meowter kick because the main purpose of this team, as I've already explained before, is to use Kirara on field as much as possible. So I felt like leveling up the Meowter tick, that's a very hard name to say, I felt like leveling this up was most important because we needed the big shield, and we also wanted to get that extra damage in there because she is built with crit stats as well. So I find that to be very, very important. And honestly, I'm just curious to see if we can get it to work well, if this team feels comfortable to play, and if it could even beat Abyss. But you know what? I'm talking about the future right now. Anyway, that is my Kirara build. Her crit stats are going to be 91.3% over 160.4% crit damage. So overall, a very nice crit ratio, and she also has 25k max HP as well, which is very, very good. Overall, I am very happy with how my Kirara build turned out. So now let's go ahead and check out the team that will be supporting her. Alright, so for this team, we're going to be using Furina, Nahida, and Kuki. So Furina is just going to help buff up everybody's damage. And Nahida here, she's going to be running Prototype Amber, so we can get a little bit of extra healing and fanfare from her. She'll also be doing a decent amount of Dendro application as well, just like Kirara. And finally, Kuki Shinobu will be doing some very nice Hyper Bloom damage as well, and also making so we can get some Aggravate damage in here with Kirara, hopefully boost up her elemental skill damage as much as possible. So overall, I think the team is pretty good, but the only way we're going to know for sure is if we test this team out against some bosses. Alright, so the first boss we're going to be fighting today is the Primal Geovishap. Again, another classic boss. Let's go ahead and see if this team can take it down. Alright, so we're going to start off with trying to rake it up a little bit. Come on, dude. Wakey, wakey. Let's start with the Furina skill and burst. And then we're going to switch to Nahida, do her burst. That way we can activate Prototype Amber's passive. Let's do Kuki's burst, dodge through some of that stuff. And let's just hold down E with Kuki. Not Kuki, Kirara. Let's see what happens. Okay. I'm seeing 23k there. This is honestly really funny. We were just walking into him, and we're kind of just waiting. Okay, we got hit out of it. Let's burst. 25k right there. And you know what? We took it down pretty easily. That was not bad at all. Honestly, it's kind of funny just holding down and using Kirara's E there just to stay in her box mode. But you know what? It worked out pretty well. This team is like, honestly, kind of an AFK team. You press E and then you kind of just move around with Kirara on the field and see what happens. But honestly, I think that was pretty good. Kirara felt pretty good to play there. She did get knocked out of her shield, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know what? If you focus more on HP substats, maybe her shield can do better. Anyway, let's go ahead and take down another boss. Alright, the second boss we're going to be fighting today is the Aeon Blight Drake. Let's go ahead and try to get in here as quick as possible so we can start up this rotation. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's see if we can take this guy down decently fast. Let's start with Furina's skill and burst here. Then we're going to go and switch to Nahida, do the exact same thing. And let's go ahead and throw Kuki's burst down with her skill. Do a nice burst with Kirara and then run into this guy. Come on. Let's see. You know what? The damage is honestly pretty good for literally just doing nothing. Like, I'm just pressing W right now, guys. And it is dying. It is dying so fast. It's honestly funny. You know what? This team's DPS is mostly focused on, you know, maybe Kuki and Nahida. But you know what? Having the comfortability and just extra Dendro application and just damage in general coming from Kirara is honestly pretty nice to have. Her as an on-fielder in this team honestly feels pretty damn good to play. Anyway, I think this team has performed pretty good against some bosses, so let's see how it performs against the Spiral Abyss. Alright, so on the first half, we're going to be running our Kirara team, and then on the second half, we're running just, I don't know what to call this team. Child of Nouvellette. You know, it's kind of the prison team comp. I don't know what to call it, but that's what I'm going to call it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this first half with Kirara. Alright, what cards do we have here? I think healing effectiveness is going to be our best bet, so let's go ahead and choose that one. And let's see if DPS Kirara, kind of DPS Kirara, but kind of not. I would classify this more as on-fielder Kirara, honestly. I don't know if I'd go ahead and say DPS, because at most she's like a sub-DPS for this team. But you know what? I still like running this team. It's honestly still pretty fun. Alright, let's go ahead and start running through these guys real quick. That middle one's down. Let's go and try to finish this one off real fast. I don't know what's hitting 27k Dendro damage, because if it's Kirara, that'd be honestly awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and start up this next rotation here against this guy. Let's go ahead and burst with Nahida here, and then we're going to go ahead and skill and hopefully burst with Kuki. Yes, we can burst with Kuki. Big burst with Kuki there. Not Kuki, Kirara. Too many K names in this team, honestly. It's getting me kind of confused. It's getting me a little bit confused. Alright, I'm trying to run between these guys as evenly as possible. Oh, this is so funny, guys. This is such a funny team. What have I done? What have I done to make this team possible? Okay, let's go ahead and burst with Nahida now, and then another skill with Kuki. Alright, let's burst with Kirara, and then, okay, let's keep hitting between these guys. That one's going to come over here. Alright, yes, look at this. Look at this. We got him in perfect position. I am literally just spinning to win right now with Kirara, and it works. It works. It actually works so well. Okay, next guys to deal with. Let's go ahead and deal with these guys as quickly as we can. Let's hold down RE so we can get these guys trapped within that. Very nice. Let's go and burst and skill and then burst again with Kirara. Nice bit of damage there. Alright, let's start running through these guys as well. We're taking them down pretty fast, honestly. 17k! Why am I hitting 17k with this team? Are we? Okay, we're almost done. We're done. That was almost in a minute 30. I think we were 2 minutes or not 2 minutes. If we're 2 minutes over, we failed. I think we were 2 seconds over the clock, which is pretty good in my opinion, guys. I don't know. That team felt pretty fun to play. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it actually worked that well. Anyway, let's go ahead and let Nouvellette finish off this chamber. Alright, we are almost done with this chamber here. Just got these few little guys left. Let's go ahead and do some normal attacks with Child here. Try to finish these guys as fast as possible. Can we do it? Oh my gosh, I hope we can. Come on, die, guys. Die. Oh, did we do it? Oh my god, we were like right at the clock. Woo, we did it, guys. We did it just barely. You know what? Both of those teams did pretty good. We were just at the minute 30 mark, which is the guideline for Spiral Abyss, and both of the teams cleared in around that time. So honestly, I am pretty happy with Kirara's results, as well as Nouvellette, but you know what? We're not here for that. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to Chamber 2. Oh, guys, elemental skill damage or HP? I don't know what's better here. We have quite the duality of buffs here. Oh, man, what is better? Honestly, I think the HP is going to be better for the shielding, maybe? Okay, because you know what? We already have a lot of elemental skill damage stacks, so I'm going to go with HP. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't know if I am. Alright, let's go ahead and start this chamber now with Kirara. Let's go ahead and just put out our minions here. Try to get us up a little bit of energy. That will be very nice. That way we can burst with Furina here. Alright, just in time. Alright, let's do that. Let's burst with Nahida now. Put her skill down. Then we'll skill with Kuki and just start walking around. 16k with Kirara. Oh, it's so funny. It is actually so funny. All I have to do is walk. I don't have to do anything. Then we'll just burst through this. There we go. No problems at all, guys. No problems at all. Okay, we just need to get Nahida's, or not Nahida's, Furina's burst out here. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad with names today, guys. Don't know why I'm so bad with names. I probably mispronounced all the names. He's running away a little bit, but that... Oh! Oh my god, Kuki is almost dead. I thought she died. Okay, Kuki, time to heal up a little bit. Okay, great. Good job, Kuki. This guy's almost dying, though. He broke through her shield. That doesn't even matter to me right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Can we get Kuki back on the field? A little bit of extra healing. There we go. He died. Oh my god, that was so fast. A little bit of a hiccup with Kuki. Kuki was left at like 300 HP. Half a heart, honestly, in my opinion. But the team did clear Magu Kenki very, very fast, which I am very, very happy about. Anyway, let's go ahead and get Nuvolet to clear off the second chamber, so that way we can move to the chamber 3. And you know what, guys, I'm kind of scared for chamber 3, but let's go ahead and see if Nuvolet can clear chamber 2 first. Alright, we're just about done with this chamber here. Let's go ahead and get our energy up. Actually, we don't have time, because this guy died too quickly. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if the Kirara team can take down chamber 3. Alright, what cards do we have here? Anything good? HP, maybe? Normal charge attack damage? Honestly, I think I'm gonna go for when character's HP is greater than 50%. We get attack, because you know what? That might not be bad for Nahida or something, honestly. So I'm gonna go with that. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this chamber against the algorithm. That's what I call this guy, the algorithm. I hate dealing with the algorithm. This guy has messed me up so many times, honestly, it's not even funny. Alright, let's start just cat moding here. Alright, decent damage while we wait for it to live. Okay, can we knock this guy down? We can knock this guy down. We're nowhere near our second rotation yet, which is a little bit sad. Let's go ahead and see if we can just throw out some bursts here. You know what, can we cat mode again? Yes, we can. Here we go, guys. Just walking around. Don't mind me. Kirara the cat in a box, because why not? Alright, let's start up our next rotation. Maybe we can one rotation this guy. I don't know if this team's going to be that good, but we're about to find out, honestly. We're about to find out. Okay, burst, and then we'll just got to wait for the skill a little bit here. Come on, skill. There we go. Come off cooldown. Oh my god. No, he's back down under. He's back down under. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, he's back, though. Yes, we're getting him in the same rotation, honestly, which is kind of funny. One more E with Kirara. 10k on that final hit. And then one little skill with Kuki, and he's down. Okay. Very, very nice. Again, in under a minute 30. This team is performing very, very well, considering we're just keeping Kirara on the field half the time. Honestly, it's so fun to play and very, very comfortable as well. Anyway, I'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and see if Nuvolet can claim. Let's go ahead and see if Nuvolet can clean up this third half, which let me tell you guys, I'm pretty sure he can, but let's go ahead and see if he can anyway. Alright, Nuvolet is almost done dealing with this big crabby boy right here. And it is almost... Oh my god, did you really have to run away? Okay, look at this. Look at how annoying this guy is. Alright, child, get in there. Fight it, child. Hand-on-hand combat with the crab. Hand-on-hand combat with the crab. Can you kill it? Child, you're disappointing me right now. Child, kill it. There we go. Oh my gosh, child. It took too long. Okay, you're supposed to be really powerful, but that was a little bit disappointing on Child's part. Anyway, the Nuvolet team did end up clearing the second half, which means Kirara, just 36 starred Abyss, and was an on-fielder and a sub-DPS. Overall, pretty damn impressive, Kirara. I am proud of you. After testing this team out against the Abyss, I can confidently say that this team felt very comfortable and very fun to play. Who would have thought that running Kirara as an on-fielder is a surprisingly decent option, especially with this team and our current build. If you got all the pieces, I'd recommend you give this team a try. Oh yeah, I got that package from Kirara, by the way. Let's see what's inside. Oh, well, that's interesting. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, I'd recommend you check out Bloom Cave or any other video in the off-meta series. I would also like to give a big thank you to PegZ_D for becoming a channel member and joining the highest tier. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe, and I will see y'all later.